Hey guys, Jimmy here and welcome back to another video. This time we're at Alton Park, outside again, making a habit. This is quite nice. The reason why we're here is not for the brick car race, that's next week. Today we're doing some testing, so trying to basically find that little bit of speed that I think I'm missing currently in the Praga. We're also going to be doing a little bit of setup work today as well to try and get the car really nice and dialed in for next week. And again, just sort of working a little bit on fitness, doing some longer runs in the car, seeing how I react to it and seeing how the car reacts to it. So in order to get a little bit faster today, I've got a little bit of help. A fellow named Gordy, you might know Gordy already. Gordy is a very rapid lad who drives the number 333 car, who won at Silverstone. I had pole there as well. Gordy, say hello.
Hello.
There he is. So was it the Lockerbie Lion?
The Lockerbie Lion.
Yes.
I didn't choose that nickname, I was given it. I just like to clarify.
He definitely chose it. Gordy, what's the plan for today, mate?
Plan for today is to get you up to speed around Alton. You've never been here before. So once you've got used to the track and learn which way the corners go, we're gonna make you go fast.
I know where it goes already. I've been here before in my mind. All right, in a nice sim where there's no scary things when things go wrong. But there's only really one corner that I'm somewhat scared isn't the word, but cautious of, which is T4, which is the fast kink into the hairpin. Any tips for that before we even get out there?
See, the key with that corner is smooth pedal inputs. So as long as you're not jumping out of the throttle or jumping back on it, the more smooth you are and gentle you are with the car, the better it will handle through that corner.
Hello, Jem.
Hello.
Come to disturb your lunch.
Long time no see. It's been a while since Snetterton, hasn't it?
You're a right little YouTuber now, aren't you? I've seen you there.
Let's not. I do what I'm told. Really good day so far. I've been out for 2 sessions this morning and that's all I'm doing today, and you're going to do the rest, aren't you? But the car feels amazing. It's just so nice to be in the sunshine as well.
I know, I was half expecting it just to be terrible.
Yeah, just our luck, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Today it's not. It's shining and yeah. Oh, look, red flag already.
So we are part of a different sort of group today. These sort of tests are divided into car groups. We have a fairly fast one, a fairly competent one, from what I've heard as well. So hoping for sort of minimal red flags so we can get as much time as possible. It's always a concern at these tests because the session doesn't wait for you. If it's half an hour session, the red flag takes 5 minutes, you lose 5 minutes. So yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Right, all suited, although I regret it because it's feckin' hot in these things at the moment. And we're going to be going out in about half an hour's time. So I'm just going to do a couple of checks, make sure everything's okay, double check all the seating position, stuff like that. Warm up because God, my arms are where I had my vaccine. My arm is just absolutely wrecked. I can barely. This is as high as I can lift it right now. So yeah, looking forward to it. I haven't driven a Alton before. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So I'm really hoping that it lives up to that. I'm sure it will. It always does. Hi guys. Gordy's going to go out first, do a couple of laps for us. Just sort of something that we can then refer to between sessions, and I'm going to be completing the session from there. And yeah, just going to build up slowly in this session, then aim to sort of get that peak speed, I think, in the next one. So then, Gordy in Goldie. That's fun to say, isn't it? Great to have Gordy in the number 87, sort of showing us around and putting in a baseline for us. And this is why I include a little bit of his footage, just to show you the different driving styles between someone who's very, very competent in what they do and someone like myself who's still building that experience. He really just handling the car for the fast left-hander and then just knowing the front end will stick coming into the Shellow's hairpin at the bottom there. And the main reason he put him out there really was to set a baseline lap that we could then look at the footage and say, right, Jimmy, you're not doing this, go and do this. And this was his fastest lap. I think it was lap 5 he was out there. He did a 1:36.0, which is pretty damn rapid, to be honest. And then it was my turn to get in. You can see there goes my little booster seat, my name on the back. It's always quite embarrassing seeing how much bolstering there is in that, but you know, that's just the short man leg. You know, that's the short man leg vibe. Oh, there's something I can do about that. Welcome to my vibe. Anyway, leaving the pit lane and Alton Park. What a circuit! What an amazing track. Scary in real life though. A lot thinner than you think it is, like most circuits. Very old school in that regard. And you're going to see that sort of, I guess, fear, maybe not fear, anticipation, I'm not quite sure what the word is, lack of experience just shining through a little bit here. I mean, here's an example coming down the hill, massive lift on the throttle, completely off the throttle. I need to be flat down there. This car can do it, and every time I'm doing that I'm just losing time. By the way, that is the Ferrari that got written off at Silverstone on the right there. Great to see that back out on circuit. I thought that was done for the season, so fantastic to have it back here at Alton Park. Now coming up Clay Hill, and again, what's that throttle input? Lifting there, and then again, all the way down to about 30% throttle. That is completely flat in the Praga, and it doesn't feel like much when you're getting off the throttle, because it's just confidence. It's just like, oh, that's scary, I'll come off the throttle a bit. But that's half a second you're giving away. It's mad how that stuff adds up, especially over a lap, which is 90 odd seconds long. Caught up with a couple of the Cup cars in front, the Porsche Cup cars. One of them being Dan Camis. Great to be on the circuit with him, given how much of a legend he is in the British touring car scene as well. And I also was doing similar pace to these guys, and I thought that's pretty good, until I realised that I should be going quite a bit faster. And again, this fast left-hander T4, you can see the difference between myself and Gordy through there. Just a completely different approach to putting that car into the corner. But after that, it was time to come into the pit lane and sort of debrief a little bit and talk to Gordy about what I could do better, and I knew there were many areas that I could improve. Alright, so I'm very sweaty, so I've just been out in the car. Hopefully we have some footage for you. The cam box is its usual trick and failed. I think there's some bullet cam, which is nice. But yeah, Alton Park, very fast circuit and very narrow. One of the problems I think I had out there was I was just trying to find the right space to be on the circuit. That might sound silly, but it's all different in real life. It all happens a lot quicker. So just trying to find out and sort of be confident through some of the sections. I know I'm lifting some places I shouldn't be lifting, but that will come in time. First time out, and I think fairly happy about that. And right now we have the Gordster.
Yes. So the driver coach for the day.
He's going to take us through some telemetry, and we're going to try and learn something.
Right. So I am yellow. You're red. So obviously you can see the yellow line. When the red line is below, or if there's a gap, of course, whatever line is lower is the one that's losing some speed. I'm holding onto the throttle for longer, as well as carrying in more speed. And also the brake shape, your brake shape's actually really, really nice here. So you've got a nice hard impact, and you're bleeding off it quite nicely.
Could you say that bit about the brake shape again, just for my mate Niels, who's always giving me shit that my braking's really bad?
Niels, his braking's actually quite good, yeah?
Get fat, Niels. Gordy then proceeded to take me through the entire circuit, corner by corner, in great detail, telling me where I could brake later, where I could get on the throttle earlier, and just really where I could be more confident. And it's the first time I've had that sort of one-on-one tuition with anybody, and I can't tell you just how useful it was. And going into the next session, I felt like I already knew where the time was, and that took away a lot of trial and error. Let's see how far into the 30s we can get then.
Alright, let's do it. Want to see a 35 now?
Yeah, easy. Oh, I'm such an old man.
Let me feel with your nuts.
I know, I've been waiting for this moment.
I haven't.
Nothing there, it's just a metal plate.
Gone.
About right. Out on track for session 2 there, and I thought it'd be sort of fun to show you just what happens when you get into a car to go out on circuit, because when I was, I guess, on the outside of this not so long ago, the thing that interested me most of all was all the nerdy stuff that you didn't get to see, and so I thought it'd be kind of cool to include that little run up to get into the car there, setting the brake bias, getting all strapped and all those things, and just sort of getting ready to go out onto the circuit. And here we are then, just starting to warm up. There's Frank in front, just trying to get by a Cup car as you move round now. Just trying to warm the car up, get some heat into the tyres, and just sort of remember what Gordy's been telling me about confidence in the car and confidence in the throttle. So just now coming on to our first lap, our first proper lap really, and straight away I think, right, okay, he's telling me to go flat down here, I've got to go flat, so I pin my foot to the bulkhead, down we go, flat easy, and you do it once and go, oh, okay, that was easy. And that's pretty much what it is to gain confidence in the car. As soon as you know it can do it, you go and do it. pretty much every lap. Same for up the hill now, coming up Clay Hill before, of course, big lift here, no lift whatsoever, completely flat, completely flat, completely flat, and then bam on the brakes. And that's, again, oh, that was easy, I can do that then. And I can now build from there instead of having to work up to that on my own and finding out that on my own. So lap times started to come down a little bit. Immediately we did a 41.5, which was quicker than our first session with traffic and being offline in a few places, so definitely a good improvement there. But of course, you know, still got a little way to go to get the lap times I really want. You can see confidence starting to raise a little bit through that fast left-hander, and then just nailing the brakes, getting the car tucked in down the bottom here, and you can see the relative there. Lots of green. We like to see green in the relative. It's always a nice thing. It's a bit of a nice serotonin hit whenever you see the green light up. Through this technical section at the bottom, just got to make sure you get the car turned in the right spot there. Really easy to understeer, have the car unsettle if you're being a little bit too aggressive coming off the throttle and shifting the weight a little bit too aggressively. It's coming over the start-finish line now. Again, going a little bit faster here now. Into the low 40s, so very nearly into the 39s, so another second knocked off. And here you can see a different POV, the driver cam and the G-force. If you go through the fast right hand, you see my neck there just comes off the headrest a little bit. Not massive, but over the course of the session you do start to feel it as the neck muscles give up a little bit. They don't give me give up, but I've got a gamer neck, so that's just how it is. So 39.2, another second taken away, and now I'm feeling a bit more confident, really starting to push the car into the corners a bit more. You can see I push it so much here that I actually end up overshooting this corner. But oh, I've taken so much speed, I've got to brake a little bit harder next time. Okay, nice. And you start linking those things together in your brain a little bit. They go, well, okay, well, I was quicker there, I was quicker there. Let's try and put that together into one nice, fun flying lap. And you can see again lots of green on the relative, so just going quicker and quicker as the session went on. The car felt amazing and I felt really confident in it coming across the start finish line now. And again, another improvement of 38.2, getting even faster as the session goes on. In fact, I go so fast here as my timer resets for some reason on the right that I do a 13-second lap time. So I'm now the out-and-out lap record holder for Alton Park. Sorry, F1 enthusiasts, Praga is the fastest car now. But here is my fastest lap on the camera. Coming over the start finish line, we brake at the board there on the left, down to third gear, pick up the throttle nice and early, full throttle from here, onto the curb on exit, then down the hill, completely flat, and we're looking for a little bit of a bump. It falls away here just like it does in the sim. There it is, hit the brakes, fourth gear and third gear on the way in. Could have carried a bit more speed in the way in, but you know, that's what it is, we're learning. Now we go up towards fifth gear, and we get pretty much to the rev limiter in fifth gear before backing off the throttle and turning the car in. And now this is where you need to pick up the throttle nice and early to help settle the car, and then shoot down into the shallow hairpin, down to second gear, tuck the car in really nicely down here, use the camber of the road, let it settle and exit, then accelerate. Don't understeer out. I did that a few times in practice. Now we come into this hairpin, chicane, sorry, go fourth gear, third gear, then take second gear at the curb on the left. Try and set the car up nicely to have a straight line exit here and use all the traction from those slick tyres that we've got on the Praga. Now we go down towards the hill, look for the braking marker on the left here, big on the brakes, third gear, second gear, use the curb on the right, be nice and easy in the throttle here, get the car over to the left nice and early, then third gear, turn the car in early here because it will understeer at this speed, and now we go up Clay Hill, fourth gear. I know it's a good lap at this point, so I'm feeling good, feeling positive. Fifth gear, completely flat, turning the road on the left, there it is, touch the curb almost on the left, and now down to fourth gear, look for the second apex, aim for that. Very nice, pick up the throttle, we're doing about 100 mile an hour on the exit of the corner, up to about 120, 130 mile an hour before braking for the last heavy braking zone of the lap. Second gear through there, roller in, use the speed and then just drive to the line again. I know it's a good lap at this point, but I don't really get to see it. We don't get to see it anyway on the relative because that's where the cam box dies, but it was a 137.8 and I would actually go even faster as the session went on, down to a 137.3, so miles faster than I managed earlier on. And I saw this time on my relative and I was absolutely stoked, and as soon as I got back to the pit lane I just called Gordy over. Gordy, come look what I've done, I'm so happy.
I know, unreal.
So much better final session, or second session. So my best lap in the first session was a 41.8, and my best lap in the second session was with a bit of coaching from Gordy, was a 37.3. There was definitely a 36 in it, but yeah, unfortunately we didn't get the 37.3 on camera, just because that's the way of things. Got the 37.8 so you guys can sort of see kind of what it was like, but man, Alton Park, what a circuit, what a track. I got to tell you, having Gordy there to sort of actually point me through it corner by corner, it helped immensely. I mean, I gained 4 seconds, over 4.5 seconds I gained in that second session. Felt confident in the car. Going flat over some of the hills is a bit spooky, a bit scary, but once you know the car can do it, you just do it every lap. Really good day. This puts some really, really good stead for the race next weekend. And on that, I really hope, government guidelines allowing, I'm not quite sure what the situation is going to be in a couple of weeks' time, that I hope to see as many of you there as possible. Alton Park is open to the public, so I'm looking forward to meeting you all. You're all welcome to come see Gordy, come have a look. It's one of the best things about this is sharing it with all of you guys, so I can't encourage you enough to come say hello. But yeah, I think I'm now going to go check out some footage with Gordy and just sort of double check, see if we can go a bit quicker, because obviously it wasn't perfect, but it's a lot better. And then hopefully come next weekend we can do some 36s.
Oh, you know what? Bloody impressive. Really good. First session, done what we wanted to do. Just build it up, learn the track. And second session, got some really nice running there. Not many cars on track. And started working towards the lap times, and the lap times just dropped away. We're consistent, and now we're down to some pretty damn good competitive times. So it's a bloody good effort and really, really, really impressive.
I reckon there's a 36 out there, you know.
I reckon there's a 36 in there, some say.
Yeah.
Legend has it that there's a 36 in Jimmy Broadbent.
I think so, mate. I think so.
Next week.
Next week, easy.
Next week.
So, really positive day, really positive. About 1.3 off Gordy, I think it was, which Gordy is a pro driver and he's extremely quick. So to be that close to Gordy is really nice. We're matching the Frank car as well, the nice pretty one. So we're looking really good for the race. Just need to find that tiny bit extra that's there. I know there's 36s in it, but yeah, really well prepared now for next week. So. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm happy, I'm feeling good, I'm happy with the progress. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to tap the like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff. But now, I'm off to the pub for a soft drink, because it's all I'm allowed when I drive, of course. As you should do at home as well. Take care, have an awesome day, see you next time.